Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to talk that bullshit. It's me, the GREG, co-founder of the NAAFP, joined by my forever rival, the final Maddie. It's boom.
Know it.
Goes the Dynamite. Matt, how you doing, man?
I am doing great. I don't even know how I made it here on time, but I am here magically on time. Greg, I didn't tell you this. I've been to the brewery. I went to the brewery. I literally left work. I left work a minute early because my Lyft driver pulled up a little bit too soon. So I owe work a minute. Left work, ran out of work, got to the brewery, had 2 beers and a new release, and now I'm here. I ain't drunk. I only had 2 beers. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, he ain't no lightweight.
I've learned my lesson. I can't have, because like the whole way I go about the day, my job has a cafeteria, and the cafeteria, like literally it's a cafeteria. So I can eat kind of whatever I want, but you got to pay for that stuff. So I just stick to a salad. You can't drink beers after eating a salad because that ain't nothing on your stomach. I ate that salad at like 1:30. That salad gone. So I can only, the one time I did this pod from the brewery a couple weeks ago, I had like 3 or 4 beers that day alone. Guess who didn't eat dinner that night?
Ooh.
Guess who didn't even do anything that night? I got home and I fell asleep. I went to sleep on the couch, and then I woke up at like 12 in the morning, like at midnight, and tried to eat something. So yeah, not doing that again. But I'm here. I'm alive. I'm 2 beers in, but we're drinking water now.
There you go. Be smart about it. There you go.
We're gonna be smart about it. I'm drinking water. I'm gonna smoke on something though. Right. We smoke in here anyway. That's right. So it's like, hey.
What's going on, Kanisha? What's going on, Cookies?
Batty saw that cloud. Batty saw that cloud coming out when we said, hey, y'all. Well, you know what I'm doing. I'm 2 beers in, and I had me a little hit. I'm probably about to take another. That's why
I had me a little Eddie before we jumped on here. So we're gonna be feeling nice tonight. Man, we kept talking about how there's like no news, and it's kind of been a relaxing few weeks. Well.
Okay, box braids. All
right. Let's just jump into it. We got more news on the Vince McMahon lawsuit.
Yeah, Vince is back on that fuck shit, y'all. And you know, me and Greg are here to give y'all the lowdown on it. It's time once again.
Vince, that's right. Yeah, so Vince McMahon and his side also, I guess,
John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, and WWE now officially, I guess they're all part of it. Like, old Johnny Ace had to run back and hide his tail between his legs and go back to Vince.
This is bitch.
Pretty much.
Pretty real much.
Bitch. Like Joe Hendry has that song from Matt Cardona called "Edge's Bitch." He can do one for Johnny Ace and Vince. It's
Vince is
same thing.
Bitch, because he went from I'm standing on my own. You're not gonna tell me what to do to yes, whatever you say, boss.
Whatever you say. Save me, please.
I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to butt pounding jail, Riley. In the words of Mr. Dubois off of the Boondocks, that man's not trying to go to butt pounding jail.
Oh man, it's so basically the entire defense from Vince's legal team has been, first off, well, no, you haven't heard his side of the story yet. and according to his side of the story, it's a loving affair, and
she's just madly in love with me, y'all. Y'all just don't understand.
Like, yeah, but you forced her to like sign a love letter 25 times. Make sure it was perfect. But she did that of her own free will.
About how much she's in love with you.
Yeah, like she did that of her own free will. Okay, sure. All right. What about these points where She said she didn't want to do this. I had to do that shit anyway.
All I know, and Greg will agree with me. I don't shit on people I love.
I don't even shit on people I hate. I just don't shit on people.
I'm not shitting on nobody, period. Like,
you just said what I log into. You logged into Vince bullshit.
We were talking about Vince and his desperate attempts at trying to avoid federal prison, on top of me being a little bit tipsy.
I mean, if you're not tipsy, you know that's part of the show. We gotta have a little bit of something in us.
Hey,
no shit, gang. That's right, Cookies.
And Deirdre said, she was like, "Dang, you guzzled them things down." I was like, "I got places." I was like, "I got stuff. I was like, I gotta do this pod. But I want this beer, so I'm about to drink as fast as possible, and I'm gonna take advantage of Lyft. So drive me home."
Good God. So 4 months ago, Janelle kicked off this lawsuit. Janel Grant kicked off this lawsuit.
Right.
Against McMahon, WWE, and former head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis, accusing McMahon of pressuring her into sexual acts, some of which she claimed were sadistic, as the shit smearing we were talking about.
It was. Definitely sadistic.
And that he both sexually trafficked and defecated on her. Grant's complaints reference texts she received from McMahon, including one where he allegedly wrote, "I am the only one who owns you and controls who I want to fuck you." So the thing about all this has been that has kind of like been interesting is that none of us have been shocked whatsoever at any detail.
We're literally not shocked because unfortunately us as wrestling fans, we've already been like preconditioned to a lot of this because we watched him make Trish get down on her knees and bark like a dog. We've seen him make people kiss his ass. This ain't nothing new to us.
Yeah, this surprises no one.
The only thing that shit us is, oh, he's shitting on people. Literally. Okay. Oh, that's nasty.
So essentially, folks, if y'all haven't read up on this, Vince's team of lawyers have decided to try and take this into arbitration, which basically means that they're going to make this a more private affair, no public eyes, no way for the public to know what's going on with it. Essentially, so okay, fine, I'll give her $3 million if you can just stop discussing. Like, this is definitely
trying to get a settlement.
Yeah, this is exactly where you'll see a settlement come out. Depends on. I guess it depends on what state you're in. The issue is in the paperwork, which Vince and Co. claim Janel Grant is the one who initiated the NDA discussions in an effort to get the $3 million, right? So their claim is that she was the one that wanted the $3 million and that Vince was only going to pay her $1 million originally. So, the entire idea has been, Jesus, for $3 million, what did he do? They're like, his legal team is basically like, whoa. He wasn't originally going to pay $3 million. It was only $1 million. She's the one that wanted $3 million. It's her fault. Like, what kind of backwards, weird logic is that?
Right.
Like, no, we only want to pay her $1 million. So, like, it's not as bad as y'all think it is.
Wait, like we were discussing before the show. I'm like, only Vince McMahon, like the toothpaste is out of the tube, Vince. You gave that up once you didn't pay that non-disclosure. Once you decided to not pay in 2024 terms, what is the equivalent of basically a baseball player in MLB, $1 million. You didn't want to pay $1 million. This was before WWE merged with UFC and they became TKO. This is readily available. $1 million. 1 M. 1. That's all he had to do. And we wouldn't know nothing about this. Now he's saying, oh, we want to take this to arbitration, aka settle it and basically beg for a settlement. Dude, your settlement was $1 million. You're not going to get, in the words of Fat Joe, yesterday's prices are not today's prices.
Bingo.
And you're not going to, there is no settlement now, buddy. You either going to have to fight this in court, which I've been saying you're going to do, or you're going to have to try and beg and plead, which you're doing right now, for a settlement. And you're not going to get that. It doesn't matter how much stock you sell. Every woman that you have fucked over is about to either get paid, they're either going to take you for all you worth and then you die, or you die and your estate has to deal with it. Like, they're going to get paid regardless. These women are going to get paid. He will be dead in the ground and they are still going to get paid. Like, he's fucked regardless. He's either going to go to jail. His only way out is literally death. And even then, that money going somewhere. That money going to somebody. It ain't going to Linda. Linda got her money. Because I'm pretty sure Linda got her a nice little.
I'm sure she did. I'm sure she
did. Linda's set for life. So and Shane and Stephanie are gonna make everybody. We're coming off Mother's Day. We're gonna make sure our mamas are doing all right, y'all. So sorry, Vin. But he's gonna try. And John Laurinaitis, I don't know what he's gonna do. He's just screwed. He's just screwed.
Good. I'm glad he's screwed. I'm glad
he got to deal with the Bella twins.
Isn't Linda still legally married to Vince?
Yes.
I think
yes.
So. Yeah.
Out of all of this, they have always been legally married. They've still been married this whole time. They just don't live together at this point. They have separate lives. That's what honestly was the biggest thing that was the thing that kind of was put into the spotlight when she ran for office. Because when you're running for office, you got to put up a facade as if you have the all-American family, which meant her and Vince had to act like they were together. When we all know they are not together. Like, she's just with him. Like, they're together just for financial reasons. That's basically what it is now.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's really what it is. So as far as this update, Vince is claiming that he has undisputable evidence to support his claims, and so far as what's been revealed, nothing is undisputable about any of it. It's just him saying that Janelle is the one that like filed for the NDA and for the money, and like, okay, that
and you didn't pay it.
That still doesn't mean anything. Like,
you still didn't pay it. She named her terms. You didn't. Yeah. You didn't meet them.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, that doesn't mean that you're innocent. That just means that you agreed to her terms. That's it. That doesn't mean anything. So now, according to, we're neither of us are fucking lawyers. I've read so many different articles, different views from different people involved in law. Basically, what it comes down to is this: the judge, which I believe they're in Connecticut, is having to look at the actual agreement that was signed in 2022, which is essentially where Grant and McMahon signed to confidentiality, a release of claims, and a covenant not to sue. Which is where he and his side are like, hey, she's promised she wouldn't sue us.
If you paid.
If you paid. McMahon also agreed to pay $1 million within 10 days and to make 4 additional payments of $500,000 scheduled to occur in 2023, 2024, 2025, and 2026. Grant says McMahon made the first payment, but not the additional ones. So he missed out on 2 separate payments of $500,000.
What's up, Kenny?
What's going on, Kenny?
What do Charlie Dempsey and Vince McMahon have in common? They're two cheap motherfuckers, and people have gotten fucked up because of them.
Yeah, pretty much. Which we'll also get into that soon. But yeah,
That's the part that keeps going over Vince's head. He's like, "Well, she promised she wouldn't do this. Well, she promised." Dude, you know who Vince sounds like? He sounds like the people that used to love to borrow money from me. Well, they said they wouldn't kick us out if we paid the rent by the 15th. Well, it's the 16th, my dude. And did you pay the rent? No. Then why are you shocked that an eviction notice is on your door? Well, she says she wouldn't sue me. Yeah, if you pay. Did you pay? No. Then why are you shocked that you are being sued?
It's no matter what they go with, Vince's side, and it's WWE and Vince and Laurinaitis. So like, I see people say, "Oh my God, WWE is taking the side." Like, yeah, they're part of the lawsuit. The original lawsuit was Janel Grant
under their watch.
Yeah, of course, that's what they're gonna do. Like, is it terrible? Yeah, I kind of wish they could just not do that, but they're part of the lawsuits. They're gonna fight it because that's what they do. They fight lawsuits. It's just kind of amazing that this time around there's somebody that can actually handle, the WWE effect of we're just gonna kind of delay this shit until you run out of money. Like,
right.
That's usually what happens every time, but for some reason this time around, that's not happening anymore.
It's like Vince waited for the wrong, his timing couldn't have been worse. He's like, well, I'm just not going to pay her, and I'm just going to bankrupt her into not paying. Like, no, dude, this is 2024. Women have a strong voice. They already had a strong voice. They have a stronger voice after the Me Too movement. So you think they're just going to just saunter off into the night? You saw how quickly. And you know what? You know what he probably thought was going to happen? He probably thought he could be like our boy Diddy. Because as soon as Cassie put her stuff out, within a few days, it was settled. And it was shut up. But then Diddy had more stuff come out. And now he's just off the map. Which probably would have happened with Vince. Yeah, you can pay Janel Grant off, but someone else is going to sue you.
Yeah. It all really came down to, at some point, someone was going to have the money to keep fighting it, essentially. Right. And I found this is from Sportico.com discussing this. I didn't know about this. Grant's attorneys anticipated the hurdle posed by this Section X. Grant seeks a judicial declaration the agreement is unenforceable under the Speak Out Act signed by President Biden in 2022. The act is intended to ensure survivors of sexual harassment and assault can report their abuse even if they sign agreements contractually forbidding disclosure. To that end, the act renders non-disparagement and non-disclosure contractual provisions unenforceable in pre-dispute agreements. So it doesn't matter if that's what he got her to sign or if she agreed to sign it. It doesn't matter anymore because of what is being accused. It's out there.
Cassie started a revolution. Like, it was already being started. But Cassie putting that stuff out there, putting that whole lawsuit out, because everybody read that case about Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him. They read that, and we were like, oh my God. And then like 3 days later, Diddy has settled with Cassie for an undisclosed sum, and this case will now be sealed. And it's like, too late. We already know what happened. You crazy, Diddy. You crazy. So basically, thanks to Cassie doing that gave any woman, that gave them the strength and the power, because the court basically said, yeah, you might have signed a non-disclosure agreement, but fuck that. We want y'all to be heard, because if you sign a non-disclosure agreement, more often than not, some fucked up shit has happened. Some fucked up shit has happened. So they're like, fuck that. Nah, let's take them to court. Take them to court, because what they did, they probably need to be going to jail for it any damn way.
Exactly. Damn, did it, and got Vince did damn. Exactly, Cookies. I couldn't have said that better myself.
And now it's just like, Vince, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, you probably could have been able to bankrupt this lady into submission. But you can't. You can't do that now, buddy. And then on top of that, this is stupid anyway. This lady's parents died. Does he not, like, she was already kind of well off. I don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing about Janel Grant. I'm just gonna assume, based off of what we know, that she is an only child. So her parents died, and her parents are supposedly well off. That means she got all that money passed down to her. She already got money. So Vince, you stupid. You really thought somebody that is rich is not going to keep trying to fight you for more money because you fucked them literally over? Like, think, Vince. He must have thought this was like one of the wrestlers. Shit, this lady got money. She just don't got no parents. She got money.
Yeah, that's like you're trying to go someone that
is a predator.
Lives in the same building as he does.
He knew he was being a predator because he preyed on the fact, oh, your parents are dead. You emotionally are all over the place. So he's just like, yep, let me go ahead and just let me stick my claws into you because you already are sad. You already down. But like that's the part that this doesn't. I never forgot that. It's like this lady's parents died. They are already in the same circles. This lady got money, so it doesn't mean anything for her to sign a non-disclosure agreement. She ain't hurting for that money. She got money. Like, Vince, you stupid.
There you go, Cookie. Yeah, I mean, everything that we've read and looked into it is just his side going, well, the paperwork said that she can't talk about that. And I'm like, well, the law says it doesn't fucking matter what that says. You can't enforce that. So,
and the agreement also said you needed to pay her ass too.
Gotta pay that money. So, you know, we're gonna know in a few months whether or not it goes to arbitration. I'm assuming it won't, just because
I doubt it will. I'm just waiting on the day. It'll happen sometime. I don't know when, but it'll happen. I'm just waiting on the news alert. Vince McMahon dead, whatever.
It's coming. It's
coming any day now.
The arbitration is his last chance. It is. It's their Hail Mary. It's their last.
It's definitely their Hail Mary, and it is about to get intercepted.
either get this done or
run.
Yeah.
Run.
So, and yeah, I wish I had a friend that was like a lawyer so I could talk to them about this shit. I don't. But man, it is. Every time we hear about this, and like, yeah, Vince's side has a new way they're trying to take this. Every time we're just like, that's not going to hold up. That's not going to hold up.
It just cracks me up, bewilders me almost at the power that he even still has over people like John Laurinaitis. You your own man. But as soon as you got sued, at first you was like, oh no, I ain't. But no, Vince made me do it. What? That's really the defense you're gonna use? Now I'm just gonna go along with Vince. I said, dang, he's still whipping y'all. He's still doing that. And he doesn't own the company no more. He can't do nothing to you. And they're just like, all right, Dad.
Yeah. It's he's out the cut, and they said he's never coming back. You know, so he doesn't hold anything anymore. It's done. It's done. We're done. And hopefully in the next few months we'll learn that he's not getting what he wants out of this, and we're just gonna keep going, and we'll uncover more dirt, I'm sure. Hopefully, we'll hear about more names that are involved in it. More
Hopefully
any officials
nobody
that were
in
involved in
WWE.
the company, get them out.
Right.
And we just keep moving. But yeah, that's the big news of the day. Just more Vince fuckery, which is always fun for us because we get to shit on the guy for 30 minutes.
Right.
It's me and Matt's favorite pastime.
Right. It's like, and Cookie's even brought it. He's like, oh shit, am I walking into this shit on Vince moment? Yes. Yes, you are. Yes. Yes.
Let's get into NXT last night. It was a fine episode.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing to write home about. It was a decent episode of NXT.
Outside of one match caught a lot of people by surprise. So originally we were going to get Javon Evans against Noam Dar. Backstage, Noam Dar gets taken out.
Sure did.
We don't know who it is. And last year he did the same thing to try to avoid being in a match. So I was like, oh, is he faking again to try to avoid this match? Is that just what he does? We learned later in the night, no, there's actually somebody attacking folks backstage.
I was gonna say it. Noam Dar must have to reapply for his visa at this time every year. I have heard
every damn time. Yeah, that's about right. So he's out with an injury. So instead of not having a match, Javon Evans is going to face Oro Mensah. Now, if you didn't watch NXT,
was about to be ass.
Oh, I did too. And it's not because the guy can't go. It's just we were like, how much do they really give Oro Mensah on NXT? He's usually just a guy they put out there to get his ass whooped.
Right.
But if you watched UK, Oro Mensah could go.
Right.
I think he was a former tag champion. I think he was one of the last tag champs they had before the company shut down.
Yeah.
Or before that brand shut down. And his partner got hurt, so he ended up doing a lot of things on his own. So when he came over to NXT, we were kind of excited about it. And then he joined Metaphor and he's like, all right, that's a good little group.
Right.
And he's been losing ever since. And he lost last night. But they let him and Javon Evans cook.
I need that match. I haven't even looked on WWE's YouTube today. If that is not on there as a full match upload, I'm going back to watch it because I even tweeted about it. That was the match of the night. That was my favorite match. The young OG is Booker T might hate on him, but I don't. My theory. I told Greg my theory. He was liking him until Wes popped up. And then Wes popped up and he's like, yep, I already love Trick. Trick is number one. Roxanne is number one. And it's Trick. And it was the young OG. But then Wes popped up. So now he can only like 3 people. So now the young OG is just bumped off. So that's why he was hating on him last night. But that's all right. I understand. Booker. You can only like 3 people, apparently. But
like I said, that's the black snow coming out of him. Just
right. Yeah, Greg was like, that's the black snow. Because I was like, why is Booker hating on him? That's the only person he be hating on. I'm like, are you mad because he's a high flyer? Yeah, you had the Harlem Hangover, but
maybe that's it. Maybe he just didn't like high flyers. But then why does he like West?
Good.
Anyway, man, what a match! Those two got some insane chemistry. I don't know if they've ever wrestled each other before or not, but damn, they were smooth.
That was literally like watching the Black Buddy Murphy. That's what it felt like, because Aura almost is kind of like the Black Buddy Murphy almost. Because he was hitting him he can fly, but he was hitting him with some JBL lariats.
Oh my God, he was beating Javon's ass. He was legit.
He was like, no, I'm bigger and stronger. He's like, I got more meat on my bones than you. What?
Just punch, kicks, clotheslines, just knocking the shit out of this. And Javon's so damn small, he sells like $1 million. But I mean, they were they throw the punches, and the other guy would react exactly like they should have. it just felt like they've done this with each other before. I don't know if they have or not.
Right.
But man, do I want to see them do this again. Like, I would love to see this match for like a North American Championship down the line.
Hey, I was just about to say, like, that match right there, I need that for a Heritage Cup. Oh my God. They definitely need to get us the speed championship. Let them go for 3 minutes.
Did somebody say 3 minutes? No, that's what I keep thinking of. The speed championship is going to end up going to. It's just going to be like a very long way to get Eric Bischoff to come back and just like introduce 2 more people to the bloodline.
It's just GLD murdering people.
Somebody say 3 minutes. Like, wait a minute, those guys are. Oh God! Oh shit! It's GOD. Oh man. Probably the NXT house.
Yeah, maybe. I love the fact that they love to promote NXT Lakeland. Like, I can just go to Lakeland.
Yeah, they do like promote the hell out of those live events for NXT.
I can't go to Florida. Well, every time they do it, I'm like, how about y'all get like the rest of the company and start venturing out again?
Please start touring. Get away from that same crowd. Start touring. Let's open this back up. We're fine.
We got tickets to NXT Lakeland. All right, let me find a connecting flight to Orlando, so I can go. Let me go spend about.
Then you got to make sure you don't have a Boeing plane when you're going down there, because you don't want to. Like, you don't want to.
Let me spend $200 so I can show up for a $20 ticket for NXT Lakeland.
Like, man, I would hate that to be like during the eulogy. Like, yeah, Matt, doing what he loved.
Nah, fuck that.
Got on that plane and went to an NXT show.
Nah, I'm doing one better. I tell you, hey, HBK to go. This is how I'm showing up. The wing gonna fall off, and I'm showing up just like HBK at WrestleMania 12. And Greg gonna be Vince. Oh my God, is that Betty? Yes, I am gliding in on the wing, baby. And I am talking shit like HBK. I live, Joe.
That might end up being the next cover image for the next podcast. It's just that like, with your face.
You.
Oh man. Yeah, Javon and Oro just they tore it up. They tore it up great.
Really
it was
did. That was the best match of the night. That honestly made that 2 hours worthwhile, because it was a match.
Outside of that, it was mostly predictable. It was the most predictable show they've done in a while.
And then they gave us Ridge.
Stop ruining our love for Chase U with Ridge Holland. I don't care.
Stop putting Ridge on my TV. I nothing against Ridge. It's like, to Greg's point. Stop putting him with stuff we like. We know what y'all trying to do. Stop it.
Not working. You're not going to use Thea Hale and Riley and Duke and Chase to get me to like that man. It's not working. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. All right.
How about he get better at wrestling and at promos and overall getting better, instead of trying to shove him down our throats and make us feel sympathetic for him? I got no feelings for him.
Because that's what they're doing. They're forcing it. They're really forcing it. And hey,
please feel sorry for this man. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Isn't this crazy giant motherfucker supposed to be doing something with Sean Spears? Where's he at? What the hell happened?
You remind me of my daughter. Stay away from Thea, you creepy man.
Oh God, it's so gross. So, all right, let's talk about that match real quick. Ridge, first of the OC are talking about being like NXT vets, and that like they want to send the main roster talent back to the main roster, which I get is their little bit.
Shout out to the OC for looking like 2 hot dogs on the roller at the gas station.
Bro.
Shout out to them.
Oh my God.
Them boys.
who is letting them get those tans? Who? Someone has got to stop them.
Disrespectful to 4K television.
Like the big LG, I'm pretty sure was radiating. Like,
man,
like
I was just like, they
God.
listened to a single word they said because as soon as they got on the screen, all I kept looking at, I was like, they are burned. Like, they black. That was my color. I'm black. They were me. That's how Carl Anderson was looking. I was like, I know he's white, but he don't look it.
He's white.
What all that shit.
Call his wife? What's he always call his wife? The hot Asian wife.
Oh yeah, hot Asian wife.
Yeah.
Carl Anderson, yeah, my hot Asian wife. They definitely look like burnt hot dog. And I don't even know what's the purpose of them in NXT anymore. Like you said, I guess they're just like, oh, we're sending people back to the main roster.
I don't know, because like the point in sending these people down to NXT is to like elevate the divisions a little bit, make sure people are ready. And you might get a belt. You might get a belt. They're not doing anything.
Just like when they showed up. When they showed up, remember what I said? I said, "Oh, they must. The office is fed up with just paying them." They said, "Y'all got to work."
That's exactly what it was. Like, y'all can't keep collecting checks. It's either y'all go to NXT or you're part of the next round of cuts. And like, well, I mean, I guess we'll just keep getting paid then. All right, let's go to NXT.
Back up, and then they are on NXT. Oh yeah, y'all are doing anything. Y'all are doing the bare minimum to stay employed in WWE, so y'all don't got to go back to New Japan or AEW.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame them. Get that money, boys. But so they told Ridge that he faced them in a tag match, but Carl said, "Oh, something wrong there, Gallows. He doesn't have any friends." And they like backed up all spooky for some reason. Ridge is sitting there next to Axiom and Fraser, both guys who were telling them how much they respected him for trying to better himself. It's like he clearly has friends. He obviously has friends. Like, it's not like they're selling you the idea of this guy that's scorned by the entire locker room. He's been abandoned. Nobody wants to be near him.
But yet we see people standing next to him all the time.
Half the fucking locker room have been like, "Hey, what's going on, Ridge? How you doing, man? You doing okay?" Chase walks up. "What's going on, Ridge? You doing good today?" "Hey, man, every day take one at a time." Is he the scorned, isolated psycho that you want him to be? Or is he what do you want us to think about Ridge, guys? Like, what do you want us to get from him?
I already told you how I feel about Ridge.
I feel the same way.
I don't care.
Hell, at this point,
it ain't even the Big E stuff. I didn't care about him pre-Big E injury.
It is nearing Mojo levels for me, where I'm like, get this fucker off my TV.
Like, Ridge, honestly, when he got hurt on TV, that was like his scarlet letter for us. We're like, oh damn. Yep, there's
he got hurt. He got hurt so fast, Matt. He got hurt. We saw him on NXT UK for a week, and then he popped up in NXT, and we were like, "Oh shit, that's Ridge." And then his knees blew out. His knees gave out the next week.
His whole leg just said nope.
I mean,
it's like his knees saw the future.
Tried to save him from it, but he was fucking stubborn. Look, as a guy that has both of my knees are terrible, I get it. But I also learned when to back away. So I don't know. Maybe in a year or so we'll be looking at this like, oh man, that Ridge stuff ended up working out. Because we ended up kind of liking Von Wagner.
Man,
that was because of Mr. Stone.
Even though he ain't even there no more. He's still there to me in spirit.
That's because of Mr. Stone. Mr. Stone made that work.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if Chase U can really make this work, but they're trying. So Ridge is asking for help backstage. Chase and Duke have forgiven him for costing Duke the match last week. And Chase says, "Oh, of course we'll help you, Ridge." And Duke says, "Yeah, I'll be glad to team with you." And he said, "No, Duke, don't worry about it. Riley Osborne's going to team with him." Riley was the guy last week that said, "Yes." Riley's like, "Excuse me."
I was Riley. I sympathize with Riley. I was like, "Excuse me." He did not volunteer for this match.
He did not.
Why is he in this match? He don't like him.
Because,
y'all got me fucked up.
What is it? It's the will they coexist? The go-to will they coexist?
He don't even fuck with him. He's not gonna coexist.
Last week, after Ridge cost Duke the match, they're saying it's okay, Ridge. You were upset at what he did to Thea. We get it. And Riley said, "Well, he did cost you the match. Like, I still don't trust him."
Riley had beef from that moment. He's like, "No, you still lost. You still cost us the loss." Like, no, wrestling is about wins and losses, and we lost. What the fuck?
So they end up having a match, and they're getting their asses whooped. By the way, they don't really get any offense. Yeah. OC beat the absolute shit out of them. Ridge is going for Riley's a real one. Ridge is going for some slam on Anderson, and then Riley goes for a springboard drop kick on Gallows. Gallows moves his big Frankenstein ass out the way, and Riley hits Ridge, and then they pin Ridge. After the match, Ridge is hammering the mat. "What the fuck did you do? Why did you do that?" Like, all right, well, I guess his anger management's not going well.
Right.
I guess that's not working out. And the next segment is Ridge apologizing for being upset that Riley cost him the match.
Just turn Ridge heel. Damn, we already don't like him.
Exactly. Just hurry the fuck up with this, man. So Riley accepts his apology and also says he respects him now. So now all of Chase U is with Ridge. We haven't done it in a while, Matt. When's the last time we've had a Chase U class skit?
We haven't had one of those in forever, and it's time for Andre Chase to cuss somebody out, and that somebody definitely needs to be Ridge Holland.
I swear to God, if next week we finally get another of those skits and Ridge is in there in one of those tiny ass shirts, and we just have to keep doing this stuff. Also,
you know what they're going to do to try and win us over? Andre Chase isn't going to be the one that snaps. It's going to be Ridge that does the cussing out.
But that's not as funny.
I know.
It's funny.
They're going to be like, "Oh, look, he's one of us now. He's just like, oh, yeah, he's definitely Chase U. He snapped like all of us."
We all have real anger issues. And also, like you keep saying, Matt, the way he keeps like hugging on Faye and like, "You're just like me daughter." Like it's weird.
Right.
It's weird.
Get away from her, you creepy man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It might be because we're degenerates. I don't know. But I just feel like if
It's
a random grown man is walking up to a random grown young woman and is like, "Oh, you remind me of my daughter," and is like grabbing her, it feels so weird.
Like, as much as I love Kalani, I am not going to walk up to her and be like, "Yeah, you're my baby." Even though I look at her like that is my baby. Y'all don't hurt her. Leave her alone. But I ain't gonna be like, go up to her and be like, "Hey, that's how I look at you." Like, I ain't gonna say all that. I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, what's up, Kalani? Go on. Do what you do."
Yeah.
It's like Rich is saying the inside thought out loud.
Exactly.
"You remind me of my daughter." Shut up.
I'm saying that.
Don't say that.
How about Maybe you could say it if you have clothes on. How about that? Maybe it's weirder because you don't have any clothes on ever.
Say it with clothes on and with another adult male in the room. Preferably either Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, or Riley Osborne.
Let Riley and Duke keep an eye on you. I don't know. This Ridge shit, it's not going anywhere. We saw
it's clear it's the last gasp attempt before it's like we wish him well in his future endeavors.
Absolutely. We saw Lexus King have a little skit where what's your name was giving JC Jane a get well soon card, and
I'll give him. I said last night. I'll give him props for that because that's exactly how I felt. Like, yeah, how you do it? He was on his show. Should be on it. How you do it? I'll give him that. What
I love is like he kept like touching the lines of his beard. Like he's like making sure it was lined up properly. He's like, bro, you're gonna mess it up. Stop touching it.
Oh, look at that. Lexus King actually making sense for once. And not just being like, ew. It's Lexus King. It's like, no, we see what you're doing, Lexus. Go on, man. We see what you're doing, brother. We see what you're doing. Get them digits, brother. Try and get them digits. Get you them digits, brother.
That's exactly.
We ain't gonna hate you. We ain't gonna hate on him. He's trying to get his Mac on.
He signs he says, "Oh, I feel so bad for Jackie. It's JC. Oh yeah, sure." And he like signs the card, and he walks off and she reads it. Get well soon, Jackie. Lexus King. It's JC. Idiot. He's like, he walked off so proud of himself. He nailed it.
What I would have done, which would have even been better, I would have even left no thank you. It would have even been no get well soon, or it would have been like get well soon. My number. Call me.
I could have sworn.
I thought he left his number.
I was waiting. I was waiting to see her say his number. Like I could have sworn that's what he was doing.
I wanted him to. I was like, you didn't leave your number, like, bro, leave your number.
I could have sworn it was just gonna be Lexus King 872, yeah, whatever the fuck his number is.
Like, call me. Here's get well soon, but no, fuck that. Like, fuck Jackie. I don't care about no damn Jackie. I'm trying to talk to Jasmine.
Like, damn, Jackie.
Jackie. That's why her nose broke. We don't care about Jackie. We try to talk to Jasmine. That's what we trying to do. Lexus, you gotta talk to me and Mongo. You gotta talk to me and Greg, man. Because you slipping. And we care about Jackie.
Gotta work on that game, man. Gotta work on that game. So we had a few matches in the North American title qualifier. We had Sol Ruka hit Izzy Dame. I didn't know Sol Ruka could counter into the Soul Snatcher. That
she is figuring out.
Smooth.
Basically, she's just showing us what she does in the PC. How can I do the Soul Crusher
at any angle,
anywhere?
Like, she's doing that shit off a ladder. She's gonna like run up a few rungs, flip into it at some point in that match. She catches Izzy Dame smooth as hell with it.
I blinked because I was just like, oh shit. Like she's literally learning how to do out of nowhere with that move now. And that's scary.
I love it. I love it. We said when she came back, I hope she learned something else when she was gone, because everyone that was here when she left have improved a lot. And
she says, say less.
she can't cut a promo yet, but damn, she can go. She can go. Well, she cut that promo there, and she said, "Yes, I am going to be done." I was like,
It sounded like WWE SmackDown versus Raw PS2.
Yeah,
I am going to be
like
you. But to us, we're like, oh man, this is so real.
It's close enough.
Right.
Sulker gets the win there. We also saw Ivy Nile and Lash Legend. Obviously, Lash is winning this one.
Right.
Lash gets help from Jakara Jackson and then hoofs Ivy's braids off with a big pump kick and gets the dub. So Lash and Soul, which are two of the names we predicted for this. My problem, and did you catch what one of the qualifiers is next week? It's Fallon Henley versus Thea Hale.
Fallon is definitely winning.
Going to be Fallon. Yeah. I predicted both of them being in the ladder match.
Right.
But so real quick, I want to look this up. Let's see who's.
And then on top of that, we also had the match last night. It wasn't a qualifier, but I guess if old girl won, would she have qualified? Lola Vice versus that other girl?
I don't know. I guess.
She just randomly got a shot. And I'm like, well, if she beats her person, is she qualifying for this? Is it now a 7-person ladder match? Because she don't need to be in this. But then Lola won. So is Lola in the match? That was so random.
Let's see. So Ruka, Thea Hale, Jada Parker, Brinley Reese, Meechin, Fallon Henley, Lash Legend, Ivy Nile, Izzy Dane, Kalani Jordan, Tatum, and Ren Sinclair. So Ruka, Jada, Meechin, Fallon, Lash, and Kalani. You can still do 6. All right. I was like, do they even have enough left to make this work? But yeah, they do.
Yeah, because you were like, who's the 6th woman? And I was like, Kalani.
I was like, who the fuck am I missing? Yeah, it's Kalani. Kalani's absolutely getting in that. Lash had a lot of screen time last night. Not only did she have that match, but before a match, she was in the doctor's office with the rest of Metaphor while Noam Dar was nursing his injury. And they said, "No, do you have any idea who it was?" He said, "Oh, probably Javon Evans, or it was Trick Williams." And he looked over at Lash, and Lash looked down and just went back to working out.
Just trying to say it's her tricky.
Lash said, "There's no way Trick couldn't have done it." And Jakara said, "How do you know he couldn't have done it?" And then Lash didn't want to just say, because we were fucking before the show. So
right.
Like I just know, okay, I just know it wasn't him. And after that, she has her match. And then the next match is Oro versus Javon. By the way, Metaphor comes out, it's just Jakara and Lash. They do the entrance, and then Lash wins. They go back to go get Aura to redo the entrance. And I was like,
I noticed that instantly because Greg, I said it in the chat. I was like, yo. And I was sitting here, I was already high as hell. But I was sitting here, I was like, I was like, there's the music again. And I was like, yeah, that's Jakara. I was like, yo, shout out Jakara Jackson. You hitting that pose again, girl. Hit that pose again with a brand new sucker. I know that's right. You better support your team.
Did the exact same entrance again. Brand new sucker. Like, I'm not missing my spot. Shit.
Right.
And just like,
because I looked up, wait, didn't I hear this song? And I was like, oh, Aura. Oh, wait. Okay. Did faction support? We don't see that often. We don't see enough of that. It's really only Judgment Day. Judgment Day is always in the bloodline.
But it's funny because, like, they all walk out, but they've got to do the pose every time. Right. Which reminds me of like when Matt Hardy was getting his ass whooped and Jeff's music hit, but he had to dance his way down to the ring. It's like, all right. Some of you jump in the Metaphor.
It's Jeff Hardy.
Are you gonna help your brother, Jeff? So I'm like, what is someone gonna get jumped in the Metaphor, and then the rest of the group are gonna make their entrance? They have to do the pose first. It's like the fucking Power Rangers.
There's no better example than Roman having his whole entrance come on, before he even walked out in the middle of a brawl. That whole long ass beginning. Like, then here he come like, really? Really? We have to sit here and pretend to fight for the next like 45 seconds.
You were, bro, that when he gets in the Rumble this next year, oh my God, it's gonna be, by the time he gets down there, the other two entrants are gonna be passing him. He's gonna be like 12.
Like, what's up, man? What's up, big dog?
It's gonna be so stupid. The main event was Tony D taking on Charlie Dempsey for the Heritage Cup.
That was one of the best Heritage Cup matches I've seen. Like I was telling Mongo in the chat, I honestly hope it can last as long, because that match format is perfect for the CW. It's perfect for network television.
It is, yeah. Oh yeah, you get a few rounds in between commercials. Yeah, it's great. Before this happened, Ava Raine, and Mike said it in the chat. He said he thinks Ava is one of his favorite authority figures right now. And it's because Ava just like, she handles the bullshit differently
She
than
just
everybody else does.
Like, I hated it at first, and then after a while, I just noticed, I was like, she just handles stuff with common sense. She watches NXT just like we watch NXT. Like, no, you're not doing that.
That's the fun. Like, nobody else, when they go back under the curtain, watches the rest of the show. But Ava watches the entire show every week. She sees the online stuff that gets posted. So when they say, we don't know where they went, when the family says they don't know what happened to the rest of No Quarter Cat's crew,
right,
Ava says, I saw you put them in your trunk and drive off. And Tony D goes, I don't know nothing. I didn't see nothing.
Like, well, there ain't gonna be no match. And they're like, look, you can't do that. That would be false advertisement. Like,
Lucas Cristofino.
It got her on that one. She said, well, I'll fine you $20,000. And this fool,
bro,
just pulls out $20,000 and then some.
And then some.
That's why I said Charlie Dempsey and Vince McMahon are just two cheap ass people.
That's it.
Tony D, I put a number on it. Only people that are dead are Drew Gulak. So I'm gonna say Drew Gulak is probably worth like $2,000. So you mean to tell me for $2,000 you were with your friends and got kidnapped, a referee and got bronchitis, all this and happened, and then on top of that, you lost your cup. So you spent $2,000 so you could have kept your cup and your friends. You got your friends, but you ain't got no cup now. I would have been like, yeah.
Just pay the money.
Pay the money, you cheap fool.
Patty says, I love that kidnapping results in a $20,000 fine. Yeah. 2 counts of kidnapping and $20,000. Just $20,000. Like, all right, Rizzo, pay her. She just hands out the fat stack of money in an envelope.
And Drew Gulak is 10% of that. Boom, 2,000.
She's like, what happened to the ref last week? You can't just replace a ref. And Tony goes, hey, he had bronchitis. What the fuck is he supposed to do?
I'm like, look at them finding a way out of killing a ref, because I straight said it last week. I was like, yo, they killed a ref.
They killed a ref. They killed Damon Kemp. They killed the deaf guy. Like, shit.
Like, what random ref was just walking around and is now gone?
For no reason other than he had to referee a match. They just axed him.
They're like, nope, he got bronchitis. Thank you for that saving that random ref's life.
I want to follow up from that ref specifically. I want to like get like a video exclusive on Twitter of them like, hey, we're sorry about your bronchitis. We heard, are you feeling better? And he's like, I didn't have bronchitis. What and then like Tony D walks up, yeah, you did. It's a bad case. Like, just give me something. Give me a little follow up. Give me a little follow up.
In his
Yeah, just like Rizzo comes up, gives him another like envelope of money. Like, oh yeah, We're back.
Right.
We're back case. Still dealing with it. Tony D, yeah, like you said, this match is really good. Tony D, that man can wrestle.
Yeah, he's come a long way from the beginnings of NXT 2.0. And I'm proud of my boy Spaghetti Man. I'm a proud, loyal Spaghetti Man follower.
Proud spaghetti fan.
Yeah, I'm a proud Spaghetti fan. We came a long way, man.
Dempsey and the other guy come back. They were wearing these same clothes from the week before, but have holes cut out of their shirts.
Right.
Like, did you get buried? What happened? Why are you? What happened to your clothes? They show up, fight the rest of the family. Dempsey gets distracted and he gets hit with the forget about it. The fisherman's swinging net breaker. And boom, new champion. After I think it was tied 1-1 going into the 5th round.
Yeah. And Charlie Dempsey, shout out to him for he did that whole match alone. Like, I completely forgot about the corner man aspect, and I was like, oh shit.
they really made that interesting because like I forgot about it, but every time we've had this match, someone has come with the challenger,
right,
to be their corner man. Even if they don't usually have backup, they always had a corner man. Like, oh, Nathan Frazier, fucking Tyler Bates gonna show up. Why not? He'll be his corner man.
Like, so Dempsey, win, lose, or draw, that man was like,
got his own drink, didn't even bring a bucket.
Taking little small steps because he know he out there by himself.
He can't replace the water.
This man is taking little catlet drops of water because he know he is out there alone and he can't get a refill.
See, shit like this is why I like. Was it a predictable show? Yeah. But it's a little shit. It's a little stuff like that where we just like get a lot of fun out of, a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Because he's like, am I back to 2 1/4? Yes. But am I going to fight out of it? Yes.
That is Regal's son. God damn it.
That man. Yes.
I'm not giving anybody money. Are you
regret this fight? No.
He throws them uppercuts like his daddy does. Jesus, he was whopping.
That man said, I refuse to pay. I pay with my fist.
So yeah, a fine episode. Go out of your way though to watch Javon Evans and Ora Mensah. If you do not understand, because Javon's new to the company, Ora doesn't get a lot of shine. So most of you probably have not seen them get a lot of time to show what they can do. Right. That is a perfect match of showing you what they bring to the table. Also, Javon's finish, his version of like the corkscrew plancha.
Oh my goodness,
is perfect.
Like that match and the main event were honestly the 2 best matches of the night. And then as the segment, I would say like the North American title segment with like Oba and all them coming out there interrupting. But after that, those three things that was it. Because honestly, the women's qualifiers were not that great. They were predictable, but it was like we said, it was a decent show. They outperformed our expectations from what we thought we were getting.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. If it's a show we're not really looking forward to, as long as you give us like 2 or 3 things that surprise us or that we can just enjoy, sink our teeth into, it's fine.
Right.
Which is what AEW usually does. Which is last week they didn't really get to do that on Dynamite. It was pretty meh.
Yeah.
Hopefully this week we get to change that. We have 2 title matches on Dynamite tonight. We have the AEW tag team titles are on the line, where the Young Bucks, the older balding Bucks, whatever you want to call them, are defending against Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels.
Ew. The Bucks are winning, but that'll be a good match.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I guess we are on the road to the Motor City Machine Guns appearing.
Yeah. I mean, that's where they're going, right? Yeah. So at some point, the guns are going to pop up. I wonder when that. I'm guessing that's going to be like maybe Hangman comes back and he and like, well, we already beat FTR. I mean, who else are we going to beat? And then the
Right.
So speaking of FTR, Kazuchika Okada defends the Continental Championship against FTR Bald, Dax Harwood.
The one that doesn't hold the gun, the one that doesn't pull out the Glock.
By the way, did you see that got dropped?
Damn right it did.
Cash Wheeler just got away with it.
They were like, you know what? They were wilding that day. You deserve to pull your gun out on them. Keep it moving. That's what I got out of it.
That's what it sounds
they
like.
They deserve that threat.
Good on you, Cash. Keep that shit in the glove compartment, man.
Y'all better not cut him off. That's just a lesson. Cut him off. What you think? The law gonna save you? Because it's not. You better glad he didn't shoot. Because he would have got away with it.
You point a gun at me. Yeah, well, don't be stupid. How about that? Don't be dumb. And at some point, you got to have consequences for your actions. And
like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You want to cut Cash off the traffic? You know he holding that Glock. You know he.
That's right. That's right, Matt. Damn right. Tired of these people not understanding that. We're also going to see the contract signing between Mercedes Mone and Willow Nightingale.
Oh, that's going to end in shenanigans.
I can't wait. Roddy Strong is going to have a face-off with Will Ospreay, who is his number one contender.
He gets to kiss his title goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that about does it. I'm trying to get like a last second. That's about
Tony
it.
Khan out of condition.
Ever since Tony Khan got knocked out, we have not seen any match like cards show up. It's damn it, I miss you, Tony. Come back. Right. Tony, come back.
That man is in full NFL mode. He's like, I gotta fix the Jaguars. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, but look, even the Jaguars fans don't care about the Jaguars. It's fine. It's all right.
As a Titans fan, you ain't got to fix them.
Worry about your fucking soccer team and worry about wrestling.
Right.
What is the team he owns?
I think it's Fulham. Fulham. Yeah, Fulham.
Fulham. Yeah, Fulham FC. All right. Yeah. Worry about Fulham and worry about wrestling. The rest, no one's expecting the Jaguars to do shit. Right. So it's fine.
Patrick Mahomes is still alive, so yeah, ain't nobody worried about.
Pat Mahomes is
us in the AFC. We are just playing to make the playoffs. We ain't trying. If we make the Super Bowl, hey, woo! Because it's just Patrick Mahomes conference.
Exactly. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on the important shit. That's gonna be it for us tonight, guys. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about more details regarding Vince and the scandal, because I'm sure more is about to come out. We'll also be discussing AEW Dynamite the rest of the week, and there aren't any shows to predict this week, so we might have a little surprise tomorrow. I'm thinking of doing something different.
I'm all game for surprises. It'll be a fun night.
Yeah, we might end up playing a little game on the pod. Okay. If y'all want to know what that is, then what y'all need to do is follow us at facebook.com/UnderTheRingPod and twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod. If you follow us there, you'll know exactly when we go live. You'll get notifications every time we show up, whether it's us doing these daily shows, whether it's me streaming anything, you'll know when we go live. You can also follow us at Linktree, again, /UnderTheRingPod, where you'll see our links. I am at Greg Bush SK. Kenny, who was in the chat earlier, is at RockRips44. Our, the champion, whatever.
Champ.
At Mr. Freshbeard. We got my forever rival, the final Matty, at The Right Answer.
Real champs.
The forever IC champion. We got our street team captain, Tito, at Borrell Maliente. And last but not least, our good friend and local news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, have a good one. We're almost there. Almost to the weekend, baby.
We almost to the weekend, y'all. Y'all know what tomorrow is. It's Thursday, 8:45. If you on the ish,
Be there. Show up.
We want y'all to be there. Do the Don. Do the Don and shout out Frank Thomas.
Always Frank Thomas.